Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sterling High School, where playoff fever has struck. Tonight we will bring you the NJSA AA Group 2 first-round playoffs between the Northern Burlington Greyhounds and your Sterling Lady Knights. Lady Knights come into tonight's action with a 10-4 record in the Colonial Conference, 13-6 overall. Up first for Northern Burlington will be Liz Grip, the first baseman.
Now batting, Liz Grip at first base.
All right, here we go, right here now. Shorten up the pack, shorten up the pack.
As Brooke goes into her windup, there's her first pitch.
Come on, the ball hard, Nick. All right, give it a little bit. Got the ball hard now, what? Good eye. Your pitch now.
Slow for a ball, 2-0.
Line drive.
Early going here.
Hit the ball hard. Hit the ball hard. Fastball, right down.
In there for called strike one. 2-1 the count on Liz. That one's fouled off. Out of play down the left field line. 2-2's the count. Ball's hit sharply right at Brooke. She knocks it down. Gets hit over to Amanda Rambo at second. She throws Liz Grip out for the first out.
Nice play by Amanda there. Change it to ball to stay with it. Fire to first base. Very close play at first. Coach of Northern Burlington was not too thrilled with the opening call of the game.
That was really a shot hit at Brooke. I'm surprised she had that reaction time to knock it down. I don't know if it might have hit her hand. She's looking at her hand. Owen won the count on Heidi Potts. She hits the ball out to Alexis Kay in right field. Snags that one for the second out. 2 up and 2 down so far here in the top of the first. That'll bring up Abby Temple. Center fielder for Northern Burlington. That one's high for a ball. Counts 2-0. That one's way up there for another ball. 3-0 the count to Abby Temple. Brooke loses her on that one, giving up her first walk. That'll bring up Carrie McDonald. Carrie's a third baseman. So umpire has to clean off the plate. Carrie kicking a little dirt down there. Brooke goes in for the windup. Carrie's a little slow coming around with it.
Umpire always loves when they just get up to clean up the plate and the batter right away kicks dirt across it again. Will not endear you to the umpire.
She goes again. She's really digging a hole down there. All speed pitch by Brooke. Ball's a little short. 1-1's the count. Behind on that one. Brooke goes in the count 1-2.
Come on now, Ted.
Another off-speed pitch.
Gonna go.
Carey holds back on it.
Hey, now it's gonna go.
2-2 the count. That one's high for a ball. Runs it till full count, 3-2.
Watch the base runner.
She's not fooled on that one. Brooke gives up her second walk in a row. Puts runners on first and second. We still have 2 outs here. Bring up Ashley Day. Shortstop looking to put her team on the board first. Fouls that one off. Back behind the plate. 0-1's the count.
Make her swing it. Right hard play, right down hard play. There you go.
One's in there for a strike. Right down the middle.
Got one more. You had her.
Ashley's behind the count 0-2. Slow for a ball.
Alright, it's alright.
Got a good sized crowd here at Sterling for
You're up in the hat, you got 1 and 2.
today's playoff action.
It's a good fastball.
Brooke gets Ashley swinging on that one. Her first strikeout.
Come on, you guys, talk it up now.
Amy's only a junior. She's done a fine job at third base this year.
Amy moves over to shortstop when Brooke Homan pitches.
Oh, is she at shortstop today?
Yeah, today she moves over. Yeah, when
Today at shortstop. My mistake. She pops that one up. In foul territory, but still playable. First baseman Liz Grip makes the play for the first out.
brings up center fielder Frankie White.
Pitcher for Northern Burlington is Chris Rossi. She's been low for a ball. 2-0 the count on Frankie White. A little behind that one. Goes past her first strike. 2-1's the count.
Big gap out there, you can hit it.
Evens the count out at 2-2. Rossi catches that one on the outside corner for called strike 3.
Be a wide strike zone today. The girls going to have to get the bats moving. As long as the umpires can throughout the game, that makes the players happy and the coaches happy.
Sandy Morris, junior catcher, up for the Lady Knights. Hitting very well again this year, has over a 500 batting average. Hits a bullet down the left field line, almost catches Coach Watts.
Well, the reflexes aren't quite as good as they used to be down there at the third base coaching box, but
You said that, not me.
he would probably agree with me. I could feel pretty safe in that.
Go. Get up right here.
Sandy chases that one. Look, be a little outside. Jackie McElroy will lead off for Northern Burlington. Hits that one out of play. Down the right field line.
Come on, Jackie. Gotta want to hit the ball. Gotta want to hit the ball, Jackie.
Looks like we're in for a pitcher's duel today, Rye.
Yeah, both pitchers look good in the first inning. Brooke gave up a couple walks, but we'll give her an inning or two to settle in.
Yeah, she gave up those 2 walks with 2 outs, though. So if you're going to do that,
yeah, no damage done.
Right. Fouled right back into your living room there.
Brooke getting some good velocity on these pitches. Coming at you pretty quick.
Let's go. See ya.
Just misses the outside corner. That one's up there high.
Now batting number 19.
Jackie McElroy gets earns a walk. She's at first base with no out.
Important to get that lead off at her own base. Changes a lot of things. Makes the defense have to think about more things. And there you go. It squares the bunt on that last pitch.
Coach Wolverton for Northern Burlington working some strategy in here. Looking
Showing
to
the bunt very early.
I don't really think they were too worried about disguising it.
No, straight sacrifice bunt. If you get it down, most of the time it will work. Stacy Riker threw out. Girl at first base.
She's still at first base.
Oh, what happened there? Did she come off the bag?
Looks like she did. I turned my head. Well, runners at first and second.
We didn't have that on camera. I couldn't see from inside the booth here.
You got 2 men on base. You got no out.
Try and get an explanation later.
Pop by. It's 1 out. Come on, they got the momentum now.
Northern Burlington threatening
Okay,
here.
it's on the bunt already here in the batter's box before the ball is even in play.
They don't fool around.
Yeah.
You have to watch for somebody to pull the bat back here and slap at the ball. Get the infield moving and then pull the bat back sometimes can.
Oh, that one's popped up. Big break there for the Lady Knights.
Probably should have been an infield fly rule. Was up high enough for, I believe, to be called an infield fly. Runners at first and second.
Yeah,
less
that
than
rolls
2 outs.
Yeah, rolls in effect. That was Liz Tomaso that popped that up. Carrie Leonard now up. Left fielder. Runners at first and second with 1 out here in the top of the second. Northern Burlington threatening.
There you go. Good cut. Good cut. Let's go now. That's good. You got the count. You got that. Come on, strike down. There you go.
Oh, she went on that one. Brooke Coleman coming back all of a sudden and getting 2 quick batters out. Bring up Liz Grip. She grounded out her first time at bat, back in the first inning. One's low for a ball.
big ball, so you don't want the bases loaded, please.
3-0 the count on Liz Grip.
One at a time out there. Settle down, settle down. This is not the World Series. Let's go. Good eye.
Brooke walks Liz Grip. That's her 4th walk given up by Brooke Coleman. That last pitch, she looked like she was trying to aim the ball. She knew she had to fire a strike.
Now batting number 22.
Okay, bases loaded here with with 1 out.
2 out. A 2 out.
These are strikeout. That's
2
right.
out.
Correct. 2 outs.
Got the strikeout and the pop up.
They force at any base here.
Brooks got to worry about the batter, not think about those base runners.
Gotta come to you, Heidi. Gotta come to you. Relax out there, bro. Come on out, bro. Relax. Nothing to worry about. Relax. Got it. There you go.
Heidi Potts swings through that one. Counts 1-1. Hit right back to Brooke at the mound. She throws it over to Nicole Daly and Lady Knights.
And so Mr. Hiltner joining in there.
As I said before, we got a big crowd here to watch this playoff game here. Biggest crowd I've seen for a softball game this year. Stacy Riker will lead off for the Lady Knights.
Get that glove out of there.
Now we're set to play. Hits that one in the center field. But Abby Temple has no problem. She's in perfect position. Only had to take a couple steps to make that one.
Now batting number 22, right fielder, K. Alexis. Alexis K.
Alexis K. now up for the Lady Knights. Right field junior. One's low for a ball.
There he goes. Right there.
One's outside.
All right, 3-0. Take it.
We have a 3-0 count on Alexis K.
Got the green light to go. 3-0.
See if Coach Watts tells her to hold off on this one. And he did. That one's low and outside for a ball.
Batting number 10, pitcher Brooke Coleman.
It's a first walk given up by Chris Rossi. Brooke Coleman, the pitcher, up for the Lady Knights. Has an opportunity to help herself out here. Brooke misses on that one. 1-1 the count. Watches that one outside. 2-1 the count. Fouls that one off. Back at backstop. 22 the count. Have Alexis K on first base. One out here in the bottom of the second. Brooks swings at that one.
The first base is already occupied. She cannot move on the drop third strike.
So Brooke goes down swinging.
13, second baseman Amanda Randall.
It's a third strikeout recorded by Chris Rossi. We'll bring up Amanda Rambo, second baseman today.
pitch is right there. You gotta take a shot. You gotta take a pitch. Take a pitch. Take a pitch.
Man, the misses on that one.
Gotta stay in there.
Come on, take out the pitcher. Make it get her knocked out. Gotta go. Lex.
Watches that one come in low.
Go. Gotta take a chance here. Oh man, now you got it now. Now you got it back. Let's go.
Now you gotta be ready. All right, come on, man.
Come on, man. Let's go. Smack it out here. Let's go.
What's it gonna be here? Look it over good.
It's gonna be a fastball right now. It's gonna get. Got the sun. Goodbye, right there.
Fouls that one off behind.
Go swing. Keep it going.
All right, you're right there. You're right on it now.
Chill and chill. Keep it going. Keep it going. She's gonna go.
Still 2-2 count on Amanda Rambo. That one's called strike 3 on the outside corner. Up for Northern Burlington.
Come on, let's go. There's 2 balls here. Let's go. You gotta take it.
2-0's the count.
Right there. Oh. High rising pitch. It's up for it.
Brooks getting a little frustrated with herself. She needs to calm down. Just throw strikes. And she walks Abby Temple on 4 pitches.
Well, just relax. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to fear. Nothing to fear, but feel yourself. Let's go.
Batting number 10, third baseman Carrie McDonald.
Carrie McDonald now up. She walked back in the first inning.
Come on, it's a big target. You're a target.
Come on, Leno, you got defense behind you.
There she goes, kicking that dirt
You
around.
got defense. Don't worry about it.
Squares off the bunt. I don't know if
Watch the runner. Watch the run. She's gonna go.
she's really going to do that. She's the cleanup hitter. Coach Watt still has Stacy Riker and Nicole Daly push up. And she does bunt that one. Wants it out of play. So Northern Burlington just trying to advance these runners here.
They're playing very conservatively. This is their 4 hitter, you said, Ryan?
Yeah, this is their cleanup hitter.
Playing for a low-scoring game here.
Pitch. She stays with it. Gets it to second. They're going to say she's safe at second base.
I believe that was a good call.
It was a good call.
The underhand throw from Amy to Amanda just didn't have enough steam on it. She probably should have went with an overhand toss there.
Amanda was a little late getting there. Either that, there just wasn't a play.
Come on.
Maybe she just should have gone to first base with it. Coach John Watts could have a little talk with the base umpire about that call.
Yeah. Come on, watch. It's a good play. They got a tape. You can see it clearly. She's out.
Come on, Chip. We need you here.
Come on, bro. Take it off. Take it off.
Good D out here now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ashley Day,
Watch the runner.
the shortstop, now up for Northern Burlington. She struck out back in the first inning. Runners in first and second. Still nobody out.
Oh, there you go. All right, go and check.
Brooke fires it past Ashley for a strike.
Got no outs. Very simple. Let's go.
It's a big cloud comes over the sun here at Sterling High School.
I'm sure that brings it down to about 88.
There's a bullet right off Amy Skorowski's glove, and that gets through Rosie Santana in left field. Frankie White fires it into home plate. So 2 costly errors really there by the Lady Knights defense. Ball barely, I don't know, I guess Amy Skorowski, that wasn't really an error. In and out of her glove. That was a bullet hit by Ashley Day. And she reaches second on that, so an RBI double by Ashley Day. Northern Burlington strikes first. It's 1-0, and we got more here as Jackie McElroy also just hit an RBI double right up the middle. So all of a sudden, 2-0 ball game here. Back to
Also overthrew cutoff man on that play, which allowed batter to reach second base, putting another scorer, person in scoring position. Really got to hit the cutoff. There was no play at home plate on that play at all. Now instead of first and third, you still had a double play in order. Now you have second and third. So what's this, courtesy runner going out to second?
Courtesy runner for the catcher. Looks like Jackie McElroy is the catcher. And number 18, Barnes, comes in the run for McElroy at second base. So now it's second and third, nobody out here in the top of the third. Northern Burlington controlling so far. They're ahead 2-0. Big chop at the
that was a
pitch.
help. That was a high pitch.
Angela Petroni, second baseman up.
She almost went after that one too.
She singled back in the second inning. Looks at that one low for a ball.
Don't walk her, Brooke. Don't walk her. You got bases low if you do.
3-1's the count. Brooke gets that one up high for a ball. And she has just given up her 6th walk of the game. Andy Morris and Stacy Riker out to have a little chat with Brooke. We try to calm her down a little bit.
You're only down by 2. Could be a lot worse.
Number 8, Liz Tomaso.
This has not really been like Brooke. She's done an excellent job all year.
Yeah, the Lady Knights have dodged bullets each of the first 3 innings. It's just caught up to them here. Yeah, we had 2 men on left in the first inning. I believe the bases were left loaded the last inning. So your luck's going to run out eventually when you put that many people on base.
That one's hit to Amanda Rambo. Look, she tries to tag the runner going to second, and she backhands it to Nicole Daly at first, but she backhands wide. So a costly error by Amanda Rambo.
That's a shame there. She had plenty of time to make a throw, set her feet and make a throw.
Okay, so
Runner from second should go back to third.
Yeah! Yeah!
Runner from second should come back.
score is now 4-0. The runner at first going. Let's get this straight here. Liz Tomaso got the base to go to second.
Right.
And the runner it's from second and third scored.
Right. So it's 4-0. The runner who was on first was tagged out by Amanda, and the runner who batted the ball went to second on the overthrow.
Okay. So we have 1 out, score the runner at second. And Tommaso gets to third base on the steal.
Watch the runner at third, Sandy. Watch the runner.
Carrie Leonard now up for Northern Burlington. Left fielder. She struck out back in the second inning. Lady Knights really not just concentrating now. So Carrie Leonard just advanced to second. Brooke Holman wasn't on the mound. Wasn't paying attention. And that'll bring up Liz Grip for her third at bat. She's 0 for 1. She walked the last at bat.
There you go. All right, you got 1 out. You got 1.
That one is speared over to the Lady Knights bench. Everyone seems to be all right. So we still have only 1 out. That one's hit in the right field. Past Alexis K. And 2 more runs will come in. Liz Grip gets a RBI double to bring in 2. Score is now 6-0 in favor of Northern Burlington.
Hate to beleaguer the point, but walks and errors will kill you.
That one's bunted back for a foul to Heidi Potts. She's 0 for 2. She flied out and struck out last at bat. That one's hit sharply to Amy Skorowski. Gets it over to first and gets by Nicole Daly. And the runner will advance to second base. And the runner from the second will come in to score.
Batting number 21, center fielder.
That was Liz Grip that came in to score on the pass ball at first base. Ups the score to 7-0 in favor of Northern Burlington. Coach Watts wants to bring his infield in and have a little talk.
Is this the first trip to the mound this inning for Mr. Watts?
Yeah, first trip for him. Earlier, Sandy Morris and Stacy Riker came in and had a talk.
I just want to settle her down here. I don't believe he's going to take her out. There's not much more you can do. You got to make the plays when they're there for you. You know, you got to take the outs when they give them to you.
Yeah, all this isn't. You can't all blame this on the pitcher.
Oh no, absolutely not.
I mean, she's getting ground balls to the infield, and they're just getting by and making some costly errors, fielding-wise. It's a shame because Brooke is taking it all in, and it's really starting to affect her pitching a little bit, getting down on herself.
We do have 1 out, right?
One out. Abby Temple is now up.
There you go. Got it now. You got it now. It's 1-2.
All right.
She gone? She's gone. She's gone.
Yeah, runner at second is called out for leaving the base too early.
Wow. Never seen that happen.
So that's a break. Now let's see if we can get out of this inning with no more damage.
You got 2. One more. Very simple. You got 2 outs.
That one's in there for a strike. That's strike 3. Sterling is ranked 8th and Northern Burlington is 9. So record-wise, we're ahead of them. So far, Northern Burlington coming out and doing the damage. Rosie Santana hits that one to the first baseman for the first out. I'll bring up the first baseman.
Number 16, Chrissy Arpino.
Because we have a substitution. Nicole Daly looks to be taken out of the game here. Chrissy Arpino has been substituted in.
This is probably just an offensive move here. There was talk that Chrissy was going to be the DH today. And Mr. Watts may have made a last-minute change. We'll see if Nicole goes back out to first base. I believe that Chrissy has a bit of an injury, and that's what was keeping her out of the lineup.
Yeah, she's got that brace on her left knee. Fouls that one off. That'll play down the right field line. Chris Rossi gets ready to set. She fires. And
that's a wide pitch. That we don't have the best angle here from behind the plate, but she has been calling that, though. I mean, she did call that earlier in the game. It's not something that just started happening, but looks like a wide pitch from here.
There's Amy Skorowski, and she nails that one into center field. Comes around second. Coach Watts getting her to home, and she's going to come in with a home run. Big shot by Amy Skorowski to get the Lady Knights on the board.
All right, now it's down to 6 runs.
That's what we're talking about. They got to chip away here. Big 2-out hit, picks up the whole team there.
Every run counts.
Inject a little enthusiasm on this bench over here.
Now batting for the Lady Knights, center fielder Frankie White.
Come on, Frankie, let's go, Frankie.
Frankie now up, center fielder. For Lady Knights, she struck out back in the first inning. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
Let's go.
Frankie. Nice shot, Amy.
Good shot, Amy. Let's go. Down by 6. It's okay. It's all right.
Coach Watts gives a little instruction to Frankie White.
Big gap.
No one won the count. Misses that one. Falls behind in the count 0-2. And that one catches the outside corner.
Third baseman Carrie McDonald.
Third baseman now up for Northern Burlington. She's 1 for 1. She also walked for her first time at bat. Gets a little piece of that one.
She's got the face now. She's got that face. Don't mess with her. Come on.
Hits that one down the left field line. Fair or foul, and it's fair ball. Gets by Rosie Santana. The shortstop, Amy Skorowski, all the way out there. Carrie doesn't have that much speed on her, so luckily she's held up at second. Only a double.
Now batting number 2, shortstop.
Ball just got by Rosie Santana there in left field. Good hustle by Amy Skorowski to get out there. Covered a lot of ground on that play. Ashley Day, the shortstop, now up for Northern Burlington. And we had a courtesy runner coming in?
Yeah, it's courtesy runner. She's the catcher, I believe. She was
No.
Pitcher?
Nope.
Then it might be just a pinch runner, which would mean that person has to come out of the game. Now coming back to third base, play over here.
Safe.
It's safe.
Yeah, Carrie McDonald, who was substituted for her, she's the third baseman, so.
Jackie McElroy.
Okay, we did record an out there and play at first.
Come on, let's go. Come on, you can do it.
That was Ashley Day.
Pop five. See, watch out for that rush. She's gonna go. Come on, Stacy, a little more muster on that one.
Jackie McElroy, now up for Northern Burlington. She had a big RBI double last at bat. She also scored a run.
There you go.
Swings and misses at that one. One and two the count. Pokes Amanda Rambo, who's right there to make the play at second base for the second out.
Come on, don't let a run go in that play. Come on, keep it to him.
Now batting number 19, second baseman Angela Petroni.
Angela Petroni, second baseman, now up. She's 1 for 1 today. She walked her last at bat. Also scored a run. Shelley's the substitute runner, still at third base. That one's hit right back to the mound, gets through Stacy Riker, and Amanda Rambo throws it off the bag. Nicole Daly reaches and hold on to it. And that's a big time play right there. That just brought in a run to make it 8-1. That could have been the end of the inning with that out. So as you said, Mr. Ford, little errors like that can make a big difference.
Yeah, it looked like Nicole actually stretched for the ball before the ball was thrown, which kind of leaves you off balance. And then when the ball was wide, she was already in a position to stretching another way, and she just lost her balance. The ball really wasn't that far away from her.
Liz Tomaso up for Northern Burlington. She's 1 for 2 today. Make that 1 for 3 with the strikeout recorded by Sticker. You're not going to get 7 runs at one at bat. It's in for a called strike.
Come on, you're right there.
That one catches the outside corner.
Hey, Senny, check out here right there.
Counts 0-2.
See, there's where that outside strike that was being called is making Sandy think that she's got to go after a pitch like that. And that was way wide. And she smartly laid off of it.
She pokes that one in, and that's going to fall in center field. Good piece of batting by Sandy Morris.
Yeah, that was that low outside pitch that has been called a strike. She went out and got it. Our teammates have got to do a little of the same here.
Stacy Riker, the new pitcher for the Lady Knights, now up. She flied out back in the second inning.
Don't bunt it. All right, watch the line go now. Watch the line go. We need an out here. Right there. Let's go. Right there. All right, come on now. Be a hitter now. Come on, right. Come on, right. Good pitch. All right, come on, Steve. Come on, Steve. Come on, it's a ball. It's a ball.
That one's fouled up off the backstop, back into play, but already a dead ball.
Get it both. Get it right. You got gap out there. You got gap out there. You can go.
Rossi gets ready to fire. Stacy Riker hits that one into the left field gap, right between two outfielders. Sandy Morris rounds third. And she'll come in to score, and Stacy Riker comes to third with a stand-up RBI triple. That makes the score 8-2. Alexis Kay now up for the Lady Knights. She walked her first time at bat. There's that outside pitch, called for a strike. Owen won the count.
It's been there all day, so just like Sandy did, you have to adjust and you got to go get it.
That one's low. Stacy Riker holds up at third base. Swings and misses at that one. Alexis goes down swinging. Chris Rossi just recorded her 7th strikeout of the game. She's done an excellent job so far shutting down the Lady Knights.
Right there. Simple hit does it.
Bring up the third baseman, Brooke Coleman. She struck out her first time at bat.
If Brooke can hit the ball to the right side of the infield here, get another run here.
The gap is wide open right field.
Looked like she tried to go that way that time. And that's a perfect spot to go if she goes with that outside low strikeout pitch she has going. Just take it right to right field.
Gets a piece of that one, fouls it back. And Brooke goes down swinging for the second time today. Tough day Brooke Coleman's having.
She's got many games ahead of her in this Sterling career, so she's got to forget about what happened earlier and get on with the game.
Amanda Rambo steps up to the plate. She struck out her first time at bat. Stacy Riker not taking a chance here with 2 outs to come home. Watches that one come in for a called strike.
You got 2 balls on you. Let's go. Come on, Rambo.
Fouls that one off.
Let's go.
Come on, 1-3.
Good boy. Come on, man.
Come on, Rambo. Knock it out there.
And here it is again.
Carrie Leonard now up for Northern Burlington. She's 0 for 1 today. She struck out and walked her last at bat. Also scored a run.
No pop up here, no pop up. Good eye.
Ball's in there for a little low.
I need you on. Your zone. Good eye.
I'm surprised neither of the Lady Knights pitchers have used that outside corner, just like Chris Rossi
Yeah,
has.
you're reading my mind, Ryan. I was just thinking the exact same thing.
Your hitter now, 6. Your pitch here. Drive.
They're getting frustrated
Good eye.
up the plate that call is being called. Well, they have the same opportunity to throw it in there.
This
so.
umpire seems to be a low ball umpire. Those last few pitches didn't look all that high, but that must have been where they were being called. So, you got to work the lower half of the plate.
Liz Grip back to the top of the lineup now, up for Northern Burlington. She is 1 for 2 today. She had a big RBI double last at bat. Ball's hit right back to Stacy Riker. And I forgot to mention a substitution, as Nicole Daly now has exited the game. The senior Kate Marley's has filled her spot there at first base.
Number 22, right fielder Heidi Potts.
Heidi Potts now up for Northern Burlington.
Oh, now Heidi Potts, little rip. Good eye.
One's up there for a ball. Heidi is 0 for 2 today with a walk. She flied out and struck out the other bats.
Stay within, Stacy. Don't force it.
She ducks with that one.
Come on, boss. You got to talk to her a little bit. Calm her down.
Stacy gives up her second walk of the game.
21, Abby Temple.
Stay for the glove. Come on, stay.
Abby Temple comes to the plate. Officially 0 for 1 today. She also has 2 walks.
Watch the runner, Kate. Watch the runner.
Be hitter now, 2-1.
Come on. Right there.
Gets that one off the end of her bat. Pulls the infield a little bit. Hits it to right field. Alexis K fires in. It's cut off by Stacy Riker. Might have had a play at the plate. Not sure about that one. Run comes in to score. And the runner's at first and third.
Yeah, it's hard to tell whether Sandy called for that to be cut off. That's the catcher's call to let her know whether to cut the ball off or not. Look, from here they might have had a play at the plate, but it's tough to tell from from off the field.
We have a pinch runner coming in for Abby Temple at first base. Carrie McDonald up to the plate. She's 2 for 2 today.
Carrie McDonald.
Looks like she's a switch hitter. This might be just a fool. Pitcher a little bit. Naturally, she doesn't look like a left-handed hitter. And I was right. She now goes back to the right side, which is allowed. I think the rule is you're allowed to switch anytime before you have 2 strikes on you.
Yeah, I think you're right, Ryan, but very rare and very odd strategy. More for Little League than more organized softball, baseball.
She pops that one up. And Frankie White dives for it. It just pops out of her glove. Another run comes in to score. Now 10-2 in favor of Northern Burlington.
Ladies, why don't we play on this field? Billy Mason coming up. Let's
Pace of the game has slowed dramatically.
Yeah, first, 2 or 3 innings, up until middle of that 3rd inning when they started to get that little streak going.
Coaches meeting on the sideline for Northern Burlington.
Coach Watts also having a talk with catcher Sandy Morris. Looks like Coach Wolverton Burlington just filling in the umpire on some lineup changes. I'm starting to run out of room here on my score sheet. These batters have been up 4 times already. I guess that's why the pace is slowed.
This looks like this is another girl who's going to turn around.
It's Ashley Day.
I don't understand that strategy at all. I mean, they had a 1st and 3rd steal play on there. I'm not sure how that's supposed to confuse. We have to single to center field.
She hits that one.
Sterling's really starting to lose their composure now. They're taking extra bases at will.
Batting number 14, Jackie McElroy.
Carrie McDonald comes in to score. We have Pasadena at 3rd. Ashley Day at 2nd. Still, I think only 1 out.
And on that last hit, another run did score, now making the score 11-2.
11-2, yeah.
Be a hitter now, Jackie. No force. No force.
Pokes that one. Foul. Brooke home picks it up in foul territory.
One more run, it's over.
Come on, Jackie. Base hit here. Let's go.
Sun comes back out here at Sterling.
Come on, Stacy.
Good eye.
This is Jackie McElroy up the bat. She's 1 for 2.
Contact here. Contact.
Officially walked back in the first inning.
Good. Come on, Jackie.
Full count, come on,
We
let's
need
go.
you here.
About to catch it, catch
Pops
it,
that
catch it,
one
catch
up.
it. All right.
Out of play. Kate Marley's and Sandy Morris over there trying to get it. Just a bit short.
Come on now. Keep us going. 1-4.
Go 2-0.
Don't run into a tag, guys. Smart line drive.
Fouls that one off behind the plate.
Come on, let's go, come on, let's go.
Come on, Jackie. Base hit here. Base hit. There you go.
Hits that one right back to Stacy Riker. She checks the runner. And a good play by the courtesy runner down there, Pasadena.
Yeah.
She waited for Stacy to make her move, and then she went to score the 12th run of the game
Down by 10 runs, so this
for
is-
Northern Burlington.
Next day or it's over, people. Well, we need 11 to win it.
You might have heard one of our fans just mention the 10-run rule. I'm not sure whether that is in effect in playoff play or not. I'm not really sure about that.
Well, it is the 5th inning too, isn't it? After
It's after 5 in a regular season game, but I'm not sure in playoffs whether they may waive that 10-run rule. I'm not really sure. We're gonna find out probably if our girls don't get a run or two in the next in the bottom half of this 5th inning.
Come on now,
there's a substitution in here, a piece. It's a substitute hitter. She gets a hold of that one, hits it into the left field gap. Frankie White picks it up, gets it in, and she's going to try for 3. No, she stumbles. Amy Skrosky gets her at second base. Big hit by substitution apiece, but over there pumping 300 decibels of music my way. So we're starting the bottom of the 5th here. Rosie Santana up for the Lady Knights, and
Need base runners.
she's 0 for 1. Only has had 1 at bat. Shows you how good of a job Chris Rossi is doing. The Northern Burlington batters, except all of them except one, have batted 4 times. So
Batting number 16, Chrissy Arpino.
Chrissy Arpino came in from Nicole Daly earlier. Now up, she struck out at first time at bat. Puts us in there for a ball.
So that was actually a double switch. They put Chrissy in as DH and put Kate in for defense.
Hits that one off the end of her bat.
Come on, Chris, all you want, Chris.
Watches that one come in for a ball. 1 and 2's the count. 1 out here. Bottom of the fifth, 13-2 is the score. Lady Knights trailing. Chrissy Arpino goes down swinging for the second time. And that'll bring up Amy Skorowski,
Shortstop Amy Skorowski.
who hit a monster home run last at bat.
I can only remember 2 hits, Ryan. If
I got 3 written down
3,
here.
okay. I know Amy had the home runs. Stacy Riker with a triple.
And Sandy Morris had a single.
Had a single. Okay,
right
that's
before
right.
that triple. Amy gets a piece of that one, and it's bobbled down the third baseline by Pasadena into the game for the third baseman, McDonald. That's when that courtesy runner came in.
Now batting number 18, center fielder Frankie White.
Frankie White now up for the Lady Knights. She's 0 for 2 today, struck out twice.
Keep it going. They score. All right, come on, Whitey. Come on, Whitey. All right, come on now. Keep your head in there. Come on now. Let's go. Right there. Let's go. Come on, Whitey. Come on. Let's go. Oh, boy. All right, so and chill. Don't make it swing.
Frankie behind in the count 0-2. Amy Sweet's on first. One's high for a ball.
Come on, 1-8, be a hitter now.
That one catches the outside corner. And is that the ball game?